Oh, this is interesting. You know what this is about? It's the after dinner / evening walk around. Right. You can see from the wheelbarrow there that the rain is pretty prolific. Let's see what else we can see. Mine's been washing out paintbrushes and rollers. That looks like a pretty secure prison to me. I think some walls wear 2 coats. Like it looks like a second coat is required. That looks like it's had 2 coats, and that's pretty good. But when you go to the south wall, that's had 1 coat. So yeah, that's going to make it pretty light in here, which is the aim of it. I'm hoping to be able to have good clarity and vision in here without having to turn electric lights on. Because I remember my dad's original workshop from when I was a kid on the farm. In the dim corners of it, you couldn't see what was there. I think originally they had this sitting up higher, and I said I wanted the concrete closer to the rim. I thought they'd add concrete around it, but instead they lowered the bowl into the concrete more, chipped out more concrete around it. It's good. Now you can get behind it to clean, although that will probably stop once I get some tiles on that back wall. Well, it doesn't appear to be getting any wetter in there, so I think that must be where the groundwater level is. If there was no roof on, that would be full. Oh, it's morning walk around and I can see doors on the move. So the sliding doors sitting over there currently, and the duck doors just arriving. Yeah, rained again this morning, strangely enough. Forecast for the day is slightly over 30 mils. So I shall take advantage of this break in the rain to go and have a look. Tiling has resumed. The required slope is there at the bottom of the overflow path. The steel beams have been moved under shelter to dry out. Yeah, they'll take a bit of prep before they're usable. So the service pit is getting some prep. Pretty good rubbish out of it, which is good. But, yeah, it'd be good to get that sealed at the bottom. But yeah, they're sorting out the lower rails that the lid are going to sit on. There's where the tap for the basin will be. The pipe goes up and you see it emerge above. Well, I chose to come over here during a break in the rain, but now I'm going to have to wait for another one. Well, it's time for the after lunch walk around, but I'm not even going to pretend to wait for a break in the rain. It's not going to break. So I have an umbrella. And I shall make the journey. Well, I'm a bit confused because I brought my drill press over here earlier and sat it on that bench at the end. And I can see no sign of it. So now I have to wonder if they picked it up and took it down to the rice factory. Hopefully not letting it get rained on. This is good. After another coat of paint, I shall come and put my electrical box on the wall here. That's to protect the recent render. I got the rain directed away. It's a shame we're not actually to the stage yet where we can start capturing that. But I got a bit of a channel to shove up there because there's going to be another little 80 centimetre high fence along the side of the tank there to stop the rain sort of being blown in across the top of the tank into that little walkway. It'll still get rain in there, but it'll be much reduced. The rain on top of the tank will have to go somewhere else. And just as I got back here, it decided to start coming down heavier. Timing is everything, apparently. I got home after dark last night, so I didn't get the evening walk around. And you'll see on the puddle there, it's raining, as it does. Oh look, they're doing some concrete mixing, or cement mixing. I wonder what that's for. And way over the distance, you can see there are people planting rice. And these guys here are doing work on cutting tiles and working on steel as well. And there's a guy here with a torch trimming the ends. Well, it's raining, it's not bucketing down, so I think I can brave it and go over there. So there's 3 of the 4 plates we need for the trolleys. And he's got the 4th plate lined up there. That's sort of interesting. So we're getting the start of our step. And maybe they're sealing inside the pit. Work continues in the toilet cubicle, and the paint is faded out to the entrance alcove. This wall looks to have had a second coat, so I might just start mapping out where I'm going to put my electric box. So we have our additional walls up in there. It's a team effort. So rice plating going on. And the guy over there with that long thing there, they dragged it across the field and that makes lines on it so that they can get their rice nicely spaced, rice plants nicely spaced. Like this. We're rendering the west side of that little wall now. The render above the line of the tiles there has been finished off, which is good. Hopefully this guy will then go around the back and fix up those patches around the back. It's time for the afternoon walk around. It's still raining. These guys are on break by the look of them, sitting on the fish cleaning bench over there. You can see 2 gas bottles at the end there that they're using for the cutting torch. Let's see what they've done with this bridge. I brought over a box of goodies earlier thinking I was going to start doing the electrical wiring, but then I saw that I was starting to do the floor refinement, so perhaps I should put it off until they've done that. You can see a mark up there where I'm going to put the switch for the 3-phase from the off-grid system, which will go on that wall. That's the smaller box on the left. and the bigger one goes in the wall over there where I've indicated previously, just near the door. But yeah, so I'll put all that off for now. But we can see they're doing the finishing work for the surround for the pit. I've got the step here to constrain the water on the other side. Now it looks like you're going to tile this side of it, which had not been my intent. I thought they've just rendered that and then paint it red or yellow to indicate it's a warning, but since they're going to all the trouble of nicely beveling the tiles, I won't get in the way. Here we have the heavy bits of the bridge. So we need more wheels at this point in order to determine the distance between those plates. That's interesting. The steel has all come back to the rice factory. Maybe this is where they're going to paint it. The previous clip was from the evening walk around as well. And grandson's just been told off by Jabota for climbing around on the compact track loader. But yeah, it's looking fairly bright in here. And it looks like they've largely done the edge of the pit now. After I took the previous video showing this bit, I had a conversation with the guy doing the tiling, and he actually asked the question, did I want it rendered or tiled? And I explained how I wanted to have it painted yellow or red to act as a warning to people so I didn't trip over it quite so easily. Doing a rendering of the east side of that little wall on top of the tank. This end's set up the same as the other end, so they'll get a bit of yellow or red paint on it to provide a warning. All this has been considerably tidied up now, but we still need to get that patching done on the render on the back of the south wall. That hole under the tub's a bit of a quandary. What do we do with that? And I suggest we should just tile over the front of that. It's not like we'll do anything useful with that space. I'll check with Jabota. Oh, it's morning walk around time. It was a very dull rainy day yesterday, so the charge on the batteries only got up to about 62%. And fortunately, with the extra batteries installed, that was enough to get through the night. Did get down to below 26% this morning, remembering that 20% is the point where it shuts off power to the house. So hopefully today is a sunnier day, but the batteries are charging currently. They're up to about 28% again now. But if we don't get up to 60% across the day, I will run the generator and top them up a bit. But let's go and see what's happening a bit closer. So more floor refinements going on, and looks like we're going to do some rendering in here, which is good. Get those sides rendered and hope that seals it up a bit. And then apply some paint. A bit of white paint down there will help with making it bright in there. Even rendering the underside of the fish bench to make that nice and tidy. While I've been out here looking at different things and discussing them with Azra, the sun has started shining and now it's starting to feel hot. Not even 9 o'clock yet. I think I'll get out of the way and go back where it's cool. It's the after lunch walk around. It's not raining. We have one of the wheels here, and having measured that, we determined how far apart the plates have to be. So we know now that we can get 55mm guide wheels, but they will only fit on the inside of the rails, not the outside, because of the concrete columns. So these guys are sort of building a simulation here, and the plates on the outside will be a little bit narrower than that, because those are more than will reach down to impact the concrete supports at that point. But yep, we'll set it up and simulate it here, and then go and construct it in the shed. It's the post-lunch break over here, so we don't have the grinding of tiles at the moment. But there's the surround for the hand basin being constructed. That looks like fun. And the rendering of the floor continues. Hello. Yeah, well, yes. And the rendering of the sides of the pit continue. So that'll get a coat of paint and be much lighter down there. Preparation for the toilets appearing down to tiling the floor. I've taken the tarp away, so there's a better view of the additional wall on top of the tank. And apparently they're going to do one across the end here as well to stop the water washing over the edge. Well, that's alright. And the wall behind me is the same colour as that one, and it's pretty damn warm, so I think we're going to get warm water in there, which is good. When you're in the toilet wanting to wash your bottom, it's nice to have warm water. It's the afternoon walk around, and it was a fine sunny day. Well, still overcast, but lots of solar input, so batteries are back up to 100%. It's all good. So the prettying up of the floor has continued. So I'll do that in patches, obviously, so that they can stand on a patch that's already been done. And the sides of the service pit have been done. And I'm hopeful that if that doesn't seal up the sides, we can use some sealant of some kind to stop the water coming in. Let's have a look at the bathroom. Well, there's a box for the toilet set, so it's not quite in position yet. But we're getting close. Basin's in place. Just got to do some plumbing. There's the tank's on the outside wall, so we've got to plumb through that wall and down to here. And initially, since we don't have water in the tanks at the far end at this stage to pump into the tank over the southeast door, what we can do is just run a hose to that from elsewhere and pump some water into that to use in the interim. But yeah, this is starting to look like a workshop. Wow, starting to look like my idea of a workshop. The bit remaining to do for the tiling is the bit under here, which Jabita needs to talk to you about to say what she wants. I've done the necessary patching on the back wall where the scaffolding was removed and left some defects. Whoop, they missed one above the window. I have to point that out to them. I guess my forecast for tomorrow, which is as ever is a guess, is that the toilet will be installed properly and they'll do more of the floor finishing, maybe a little bit more paint. The steel guys are still down at the rice factory working on the the crane components. Still waiting to receive the extra wheels for that. And you can hear the sound of the rice polishing machine running down at the rice factory. So that building's actually serving its purpose. But yeah, that's it for today. I'll see how much I've got. If there's enough video, I'll do an upload.